Yo, peace,
Conductor.
y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for the love and the support. Got the merch still going crazy over there. If this is your first time checking me out, welcome. Hey, my Wu-Tang shirt came in a month ago. I ordered this shirt off 36 Chambers, and I about forgot that I had ordered it, right? It came in the mail today. RZA little autograph right there. I'm praying that when y'all get merch from me, whether it's a hoodie, a t-shirt, hat, I hope when it gets to your house, y'all are as stoked as I was to get this joint, man, because I was on fire about just the material. RZA, at least RZA approved it. I don't know, but Wu-Tang done so much for my career as they have for everybody's, influence-wise. And RZA is definitely top 5, top 3, arguably. So definitely awesome day for me to get this thing in the mail, just like notch my day up like crazy, you know what I mean? All right, so here we is. On Instagram, every other month or so, I'll put up in my Instagram story, hey, what y'all wanna know? Got a question, industry, about me, about Griselda, anything. Ask me about anything, and if the question's dope or if it makes sense, I'll answer it. So I've done that 1 or 2 times on this channel so far. We're gonna do it again, all right? I tried to pick a question this time that was like a repeater. Like I kept getting them. I got a lot of them. And I got one from PR Stunchy, PR Stuncy, maybe, or PR Stunk NY. Whatever, y'all going crazy with these usernames. I never pronounce them correctly. But anyways, my brother says, best way to get your beats out there to artists and just listeners in general. So the best way to do this, and I hate to be so science-brained with this, but I had to say the obvious. The obvious is, you gotta put music out and reach out to artists. I hate to be linear in that way, but it is kind of binary to the process, right? You got to put yourself out there for people to know that you exist. And, for me, my career, it really has gone for a long period of time because I started in 2008. Things really ain't popped for me until 2018. I say this all the time. But it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when for me. And I believe that with all my heart. But inside of that 10-year period, there was phases for me learning. Like I had the same question, like, yo, how do I get my beats to, whoever was on at the time? How do I do it? It wasn't until I got some maturity and tried a bunch of shit from between 2008 to the blog era to 2014. I was just doing shit, man. I was doing shit that was outside of my personality, like, trying to rub elbows and doing all kinds of stuff, networking events and shit like that I just would never go to anymore. Just trying to do things that don't make me happy, things that aren't appealing to me. Why would a person do that? I was doing them and they didn't work. Now, what worked was when in 2016 to 18, when I decided to eat shit for 2 years and not really share for 2 years. Just learn and eat shit and figure out what I'm going to do and have all my family and friends, you doing your little music working, deal with all that shit. Work a day job, eat shit, continue to. If it ain't inside, you will not be able to survive. But during those 2 years, I learned a lot about the type of artist I was and the type of career that I wanted. And when I kind of respawned in 2018, I decided that I'm over here doing this, y'all. And it's that the arrogance behind I'm putting on for me, and my platform of choice was Instagram. I was gonna put videos out how I wanted to, and I was gonna entertain fans, because I'm not interested in as a beat maker, of course you wanna respect and be involved in a community, but you're not really making, how do I say this? All right, let me say this. I am not making music so people think that I'm dope. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not the catalyst for me to make music. I make music because I want people to see my perspective, and I want people to see how I think about things and how I'm flipping things and stuff like that. But I'm not really thinking about I have to do this so these guys think that I'm dope. I'm not very interested in that. That's why I don't do beat battles or none of these competitions, because I'm not interested in competing as much as me sharing my point of view with y'all. And if I gotta do it through an instrumental album, I am. If it's gotta be YouTube, if it's gotta be Instagram, if it's gotta be working with a rapper that I respect and have some synergy with, then it's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? But my brother, the best way to get out there is to get out there and share your point of view. 100% share your point of view, my man. The second question, which kind of went with that one, is by 5 on Perico. He said, how to go about collaborating rapper and producer and knowing your worth in physical money or dollars. So how to collaborate with an artist, if it's a local artist, you know, if the goal is money, if it's a local artist and the goal is money, split everything 50-50 is what I did. I split everything 50-50. Sometimes I took on a lot of the outsourcing stuff because, you know, I had a day job and everything, and I didn't mind spending the money on gear, CDs, studio time, or whatever. So whether that was fruitful or not for me, I don't know. Maybe it was. Well, yeah, obviously it was. I learned a lot of shit back then doing that. So, but yeah, I would say to my sons, my family, my boys, when they're old enough and they say, hey, how do I go about doing this? I'd say, well, son, split everything. Split everything with your friend that you're making an album with. He does 50%, you do 50% of everything. And at the end, y'all split the money 50%. That's what I would say to do in collaborating and knowing your worth in the industry terms. If you're sitting at home in grandma's basement or whatever, or your apartment, you got your day job and you're grinding, man, and you got that taste in your mouth for success, and you want to do that, and whatever your grail artist is says, I like that beat. I like that beat. I need that. Don't start talking about money. You know how many opportunities I would have lost if I would have talked about bread up front? If I would have talked about bread up front without having no placements, without having no, you know, who is this guy? And to a lot of people, it's probably still like, Conductor Williams, who is that? But at least now I can say, I'm the one that did these things. I am a published artist that have acquired and attained these things. Whether they are big or small to you means nothing. But for the books, this is what I've done. Now, when you don't have that, it's kind of tough to be on some like, yo, well, that's going to be 5 G's, you know what I'm saying, up front, or 10 G's up front, or even 1,000 up front. With a big artist, chill. You know, there's a system for this thing, and there's lawyers for this thing. And obviously, no man or woman wants to be used, but there are dues to pay. There are dues to pay in every industry, whether it's the music industry or the railroad industry or the food and clothing industry. There are dues to pay when you're new. And it just depends on what you're willing to do or not, right? But nothing should come before sharing your point of view. Nothing comes before sharing my point of view, that's for sure. Then the money and that conversation, as difficult as they can be sometimes, you know, you just have to mind your business acumen and have a business plan for yourself. You go at it like that. But in the beginning, man, if a legend wants to work with you, things will get worked out, you know. So be mindful, be prayerful, be thankful, show gratitude, because I feel that God is operating the circus down here. And no matter how crazy it gets, I feel that there is providence for all of us. I know that there's a God that loves me and shows providence to me and my life and my family and your life and your family. And I honestly believe that. So keep the long game into perspective. The long game is we all die eventually, okay? The greatest artist and the worst artist, we all live a life and the life expires. What did you do in between that time? If you limit that time to an amount of money, then what is happening? And that is just me kind of having a moment, you know, but definitely thankful for these 2 questions, man. Thankful for y'all. Keep the channel rocking. Thank you for copping the merch. Smack that like button, please. Let's juice the algorithm. Let's see what happens if we get 10,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? Let's get 10,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? I got more coming soon. Conductor, we have a problem. Part 2 is at the vinyl pressing plant right now. Mastering's done. Plant has it. Green lights. It's gonna be limited though, yo. It's gonna be limited because I'm thinking about like packing and shipping all of them myself. And maybe that's too much to do, but man, I'm just so appreciative that y'all are rocking with me in any way I can heighten the experience for you guys supporting me with your hard-earned money. I wanna do that. But yeah, Conductor, we have a problem part 2 on the way. Part 1 is streaming right now, so go get it. Smash the like button, 10,000 likes for the next video. Conductor out.
Conductor, we have a problem.